Hey guys, it's Raven Scry. I hope you're all doing well out there. I'm just wanting to thank you all for supporting the channel and the growth of this channel. It's an ever-evolving space, and I just thank you all for being here with me and sharing on this journey. So many souls out there that I've met, of you guys listening, and just so beautiful, like the resonance and the community. I'm blown away, so thank you. So as I've been taking quantum sessions and readings, I've really got to meet and connect with some of you, and it's just been very powerful, and there's been a lot of synchronicities and, you know, just this connection in a way that I never really dreamed would be how I would be connecting with people from all over the world. So just very grateful to you all. So today I just want to connect in with the crypto project Polkadot, connect in with spirit and just what needs to be shown and shared. A lot of the time when I do these readings, spirit works in different ways with me. Sometimes it's more like they're talking to me. I'm getting more downloads through, listening, and other times it gets very kind of visual, and it's like a description of a story, and so it's always changing in the way it comes through. And I feel like this is almost a quickening. So it's like if I find one way of working, it won't stay like that for long, because I'll be kind of asked to move with the energy and the times by spirit. So I'm just going to connect in with Polkadot now, and as I connect with Polkadot and spirit, they're moving me away. They're moving me into the future, it feels like. And now it's like I'm seeing like a city, and it's like interactions all taking place within this city. Now, as I connect to the city more, it's like now I'm in a car. I'm actually in a car, and my attention is being brought to some potholes that we're hitting as I drive the car down the road. And it feels in some way like this is part of the older system, the older financial system, in the sense that I get. And now I'm being shown stopping at traffic lights, like we're just stopped. And I feel like it's referring to kind of waiting, and largely about the ways in which the project's moving forward. The stops and the starts, there's some potholes as we move through systems. Now, as I sit at these lights, it's like they turn green and the traffic starts to move. And it all feels quite busy. But I want to say somewhat understated in the way that the city feels. It's like things are progressing, but there's not a huge emphasis on it. It's like we're just travelling along nicely and getting things done. Now my attention's being taken to a large building that's in sight. It's a large, darker, black building, full of all this reflective glass, and you can't see through the glass, but it goes up very high, this building, and I stop and wonder if I can enter. And for some reason I'm pausing. It's almost like I feel like it's empty inside. There's nothing in there. But I go in anyway, and there's a lift. I go to a lift, and I get into the lift and move up, and I'm taken up to a room up quite high, and there's people in a boardroom, and there's a whiteboard, and it's like they're having some kind of a meeting. Now I ask Spirit, what's the significance here? And I'm hearing adoption and marketing. Now I go up to one of the men. There's a man here that I feel drawn to in this room, and I ask him if he has anything to share about Polkadot, the project. And as I connect to his energy, I'm hearing market, overlays, global adoption. Now he's referencing the Terra Luna ecosystem in connection, and he's speaking of it being transferable, the network being a transferable network, and monthly users, monthly growth. Now I ask, is there anything significant for investors? And I'm hearing him saying not ready yet, but pinnacle in history. And I asked for a bit more information, and I'm hearing the growth of the market will change, the adoption will be much quicker. And it's like I'm being shown something spinning and generating energy. And they show me this ring that is generating energy, and like it can spin and lift off at some point. But for now, we're in early stages, is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing global economics, global investments. Now, I ask about 2021, and I'm getting the sense of starting investing, building now, but it's like it's an evolution, and it's kind of moving across time gently, gentle building in the way that the feeling is. Now, I also connect to 2022, and the man points up, and now I hear Global Economics Foundation, and I'm hearing the word Epoch. Then I'm hearing DOT will do very well over time, and memories of failure will be lost. I'm not sure what they're referring to with the failure, but talking of the great change of the systems, of the financial systems, and I sense that there has really been a lot of upheaval. It's like as I'm in this building with this man and having this interaction, it's like I look down and there's a lot of upheaval down in the space. It's like, it's almost like the timelines are overlapping, and it's like an evolution of change is taking place in the way that the feeling is. It feels like many timelines are overlapping in the way I'm being shown this. Now, the energy of this all feels quite unformed in the way that I sense it, and a lot of references to energy dimensional changes as I sense this scene. So I'm hearing now markets collapse into the new world, markets breaking down, markets renewing, and again, global economics. Now, I'm also hearing seed fund, great success, and they point up higher and higher into the sky. So I'm feeling like my time has come to the end, being in this space, in this boardroom with this man and these other people. And as I decide to leave, I look over at the boardroom table, and there's a big bunch of keys that are on the table. And it's like I go over to the table, pick up the bunch of keys, and go back to the lift to go down. Now, it's interesting because I'm sensing these keys, and I'm like, what are these keys about? And it's like as I enter back down into this kind of city zone, it's like they fit so many locks. It's like I put them in any lock and it's just opening. And I'm like, well, it's not even like I'm trying other keys. It feels very quantum. It's like as I try to just open all of these locks, and it's like this global opening in a sense. And as I connect to the feeling of it, it's like the color changes and this sense of warmth and peace. And it's like my vision now has like a reddish pinkish filter over it. And it just feels really uplifting and exciting. So now I'm taken back to the car, and I'm sitting in the front seat of the car, and I'm looking at the car's dashboard and realizing that it's quite old. It's a really old car. And it's like I feel as though they've sort of moved me forward and back in time. Now I'm sitting back at the lights and in the old car, and the lights turn green now and we drive off. So that certainly felt like an interesting way that they worked with me that time, like we were moving back and forward in time. But, you know, even the fact that the car is really old, you know, when I return to it, it's like putting us in perspective to kind of where we're at now, was the sense that it made me feel. So if you have any thoughts or reflections or any wisdom that came through as you listened, please pop it in the comments below. And if you're liking these videos, please smash the like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to support the channel. Also, I have readings and quantum sessions that are still open if you'd like one. And if you would, please go to the About page and read about what I'm offering. Also, one other thing I'm going to mention, there's someone trying to contact me for a reading. Her name is Trisha. If that's you, Trisha, and you can hear me, your emails are bouncing back and it's saying your inbox is full. So please try and contact me again. Okay, guys, have a great Friday, great weekend, and I'll catch you soon. Raven Scry signing off.